think they might ban me from being Q soon. I nearly got caught the other day. Well, I don't mean caught. I mean, it's not like I'm doing anything wrong or illegal or anything. Well, I don't think so. I mean, how many times can you buy something and take it back for a refund? Is there a limit? So anyway, Jean on customer services says, "Oh, it's you." And I just went bright red because I didn't know that she'd seen me in there. And then she says, "How comes you're always bringing stuff back?" And I just froze. Rabbit in the headlights, my mouth opening and closing like a bloody fish while my mind was racing to come up with an answer. And then I got it. I said, "Oh, it's my neighbour. She's elderly and sometimes she asks me to get her things, but often she's already got them or her daughter has just bought her one. She's quite forgetful like that, so then I have to bring it back." And then I sort of just laughed like I was a normal person and not some weird nutter. "Oh," she says, "because I thought you might be a gardener, because I've seen you in here loads. But then I thought, no, if she was a gardener, she'd know what she needed." And I'm thinking, yeah, okay, Jean, just take the sodding yucca and give me a refund, please, so I can go home. But it's sort of thrown me now because I won't be able to go back in there. I'll have to wait till the heat's off. So I won't be able to see him. That's why I go there. That's where he works, where I met him. Well, I say met. I mean, it's not like he'd actually remember me or anything. I mean, I'm very careful when I go in because I wouldn't want him to see me, just in case he did remember me. That would be embarrassing. I just like watching him from afar. I don't want to actually talk to him or interact with him. And he usually works on the shop floor, so I have to be really vigilant when I go in because some of those shop assistants can just appear out of nowhere like stealth jets. So I have to be really strategic. I don't get a trolley, too cumbersome. I get a basket and I head straight for aisle 1, where all the big plants are. That way I can hide among the fronds and scope out the warehouse to establish his whereabouts. And from there, I nip up the back of aisle 3, which is where all the wallpaper is, because there's a carousel there with the swatches, which is a good one, because you can maneuver yourself around and see the whole shop floor without looking too suspicious. The lighting aisle's a good one too. Lots of floor lamps to hide behind. But he usually works in the furniture department, lifting boxes and stacking things. He's really strong. Big arms. I like watching him work, watching his muscles pump his body like a well-oiled machine. I think he's been working out. He's really fit now. Very different to when I first met him. He wasn't breathing, unconscious, sprawled out on the floor, grey. We were the first responders on the scene, and I started giving him CPR while my partner Kay established what had happened. He'd been talking to a customer about jute flooring and just keeled over, apparently, clutching his chest. And I kept pumping away, but I couldn't get him back. So I had to give him a charge with the AED. And finally, I got a weak pulse, so we took him off to King's in the ambulance. But I'd only been in the job a few days. And he was my first real-life CPR, and it really scared me. Being responsible for someone else's life. But I was determined that he was not going to die. And he didn't. And I've done loads of CPR since then, but it's a tough job and sometimes I can't cope and I really doubt myself. It's really stressful, mentally and emotionally, and well, sometimes I have a little wobble. And when I do, I go to B&Q to watch him, to see him, to remind myself that I can do it. I can make a difference. I saved someone that day, and he's living proof.